The first great principle of success in life is the principle of purpose. And the establishment of a clear central purpose or goal in life is the starting point of all success. That every single study that we've ever read, and every study of self-made millionaires, high-achieving men and women, Olympic athletes, we find that their upward trajectory in life begins with the establishment of a clear central purpose, something that they want to do with a burning desire, something that is so important to them that they develop the motivation and the momentum to overcome all resistance. Mr. H.L. Hunt, the great oil billionaire, who was a bankrupt cotton farmer in Arkansas at the age of 32 in the middle of the Depression, and who at the age of 56 was earning $3 million a day, and the age of 76, shortly before he died, was earning $5 million a day, was on a television show. And the moderator asked him, "Mr. Hunt, you've been so successful in your life, could you give our viewers some ideas on how they could be more successful too?" And he thought for a second, and he replied, he said, "I've known thousands of men and women," he said, "and I own or control hundreds of companies." He said, "And there's only two things necessary for success." He said, "The first thing is that you have to decide exactly what it is you want." He said, "That's the starting point," and he said in his estimation that most people in life never decide exactly what they want. Most people wander through life wanting a whole lot of things, wanting nothing particularly well, and ending up settling for far less than they're capable of. He said the second thing, he said that even if people do decide exactly what it is they want, he said the second thing is that you have to determine the price you're going to have to pay to get it, and then resolve to pay that price. He said that most people never get to that second stage, and they don't realize that there's a price that always has to be paid for success. And he said that's all that you have to do. And he said he was bankrupt at the age of 32 when he learned those two principles, is determine exactly what you want and determine the price you're going to have to pay. Establish a clear central purpose for your life, and it is the starting point of all great success. However, each of us is engineered for success in that we are built as the result of 1 billion years of evolution. We have a mind that is so complex and so wonderful that it can do things that no human computer will ever be able to do, and we are engineered to achieve great success with our lives. However, we're programmed for failure, in that we continually seek the fast, easy way through life. And the fast, easy way through life inevitably ends with failure and underachievement. Doing the fast, easy thing to get the things that we want now inevitably leads to secondary consequences which are far worse than we had intended, as we've talked about before. It's as though we have a success mechanism and a failure mechanism built into us. The failure mechanism, expedient behavior, goes off automatically and continuously, which explains why most people fail, in that they are programmed to fail. Your success mechanism, however, is activated or triggered by a goal. As soon as you determine upon a goal, something that you really, really want, you override your failure mechanism and begin freeing yourself from the gravitational pull of the E factor. Now, this is critical. You will go around in circles or drift like a ship without a rudder, back and forth with the tide, or go down the road of life like an automobile with no steering wheel until you set upon a goal. And once you decide upon a goal, everything else changes for you. Decisiveness is critical. All winners are decisive. All losers are indecisive. You must make a clear decision about what it is you really want in life. Failure to plan means planning to fail. Your subconscious mind is activated by a goal. When you decide upon a clear purpose for your life, you trigger a cybernetic goal-seeking function in your brain that begins to move you toward it, and it toward you. A good friend of mine told me that there are only two creatures in the universe that have this particular function, and the other creature is the homing pigeon. You can take a homing pigeon, and you can put it in a box and cover it with a blanket and put it in a sealed truck and drive it 1,000 miles from home, and then open up the truck and take off the blanket and open up the box and open the cage and throw the homing pigeon up into the sky. And the homing pigeon will circle 3 times and then head straight for home in exactly the right direction. Your brain has the same mechanism that is in the brain of the homing pigeon. That when you program a goal into your brain, you immediately set up a type of vibration that goes out from you and radiates out from you, and it begins to attract into your life the people, circumstances, and opportunities that enable you to accomplish it. But if you do not have a clear goal or set of goals, and if you do not have plans to work toward those goals, then this mechanism doesn't work at all. It lays dormant within your brain. My wife has an idiot-proof camera. It's called a Canon SureShot. This camera is automatic. It runs the film forward, it runs it back, it tells you when you need a flash, it adjusts the focus automatically, and it's a simple camera, and she can take 24 out of 24, 36 out of 36 excellent photographs. I also have a friend who's a professional photographer, and he has a Hasselblad camera, one of the finest cameras in the world. His total kit with the camera is worth about $10,000. He can photograph a microbe in a raindrop at 50 feet with that beautiful lens, which is about 3.5 inches across. Absolutely beautiful camera. However, my wife can take better photographs with her Canon SureShot than my friend with his Hasselblad camera all day long, if my friend with a Hasselblad camera is not allowed to do one thing. And the one thing is if he is not allowed to focus his camera. You see, he can have the finest camera in the world, but if he's not allowed to focus it, it won't do him any good. Every shot he gets will be blurred and out of focus. If you understand this principle, it's critical. An average person with average talents and abilities and average education can outstrip the most brilliant genius in our society if that average person has clear, focused goals, and if the genius does not. So this is critical. And that's why you see men and women who start from virtually nothing and they make wonderful progress in their lives, and almost invariably you see it starts with a goal. Some people don't set a goal till they're 30, some till they're 40, some till they're 50, some people never do. But it's important to understand this, that without goals you are doomed forever to work for people who do. That without goals you will never fulfill your potential. And that your ability to set goals and to make plans for their accomplishment is the master skill of success. It's the most important single skill that you can ever learn. It's more important than what you learn in schools. It's more important than any technical knowledge that you'll ever have. I'm not saying that this is easy. Making decisions and setting goals is hard work. And that's why only winners have goals. Losers are lazy. They won't take the time and effort to think through what they really want and then make plans for its accomplishment. Now, what do you want? Have you ever decided that? What exactly do you want? How much do you want to earn? Have you decided how much you want to earn this year, next year, the year after, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? All top performers in every field have a very good idea of where they're going to be financially in the years to come. What kind of a job do you want? Take a look at your job today and ask yourself, is this the kind of job that you want to have for the rest of your life? And if it's not, what is the kind of job that you want? Remember, you can have anything you want if you can clearly define it, but you can't hit a target that you can't see. Where do you want to be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years? Where do you want to be next year and the year after and the year after? What sort of progress do you want to make? What kind of lifestyle do you want to have? What level of health do you want to have? What kind of relationships do you want? Most of all, how badly do you want them? How badly do you want these things? Because that's going to determine more than anything else whether or not you accomplish them. You see, you can have anything you want in life if you want it badly enough and are willing to pay the price. If you want it badly enough and are willing to pay the price. Now, the rules regarding the price of success are simple. There's just two of them. Number one is you always have to pay full price for success. And number two is you always have to pay in advance.